There are two major frequent flyer programs in Australia. There's Qantas and Virgin. But which one do you choose? Or do you get both? Our editor-in-chief and resident points guru Angus Kidman is here to break it down.
It's the ultimate battle of the airlines.
So let's talk about costs. What are you up for to join one of these programs?
So Velocity Frequent Flyer, that's completely free to join.
Okay.
Qantas Frequent Flyer has a $99.50 joining fee, but the reality is you don't have to pay it. There are lots of ways where you can get around that. If you sign up for Woolworths Rewards, you can get free membership. If you sign up for Deliveroo, you can get free membership. If you get a Qantas Travel Money card, you can get free membership. So if you're thinking of signing up, make sure you don't end up paying that fee because it's really not necessary.
So if you can get both for free, what are some of the other points of difference? So let's talk about destinations, for example. Is that different?
Yeah, there is a difference there. Qantas does fly to more places than Virgin, but there are a lot of places you can fly with both. So let's break that down a little. In Australia, Qantas flies to 80 domestic destinations. Around the world, it has 27 international destinations in 14 countries. Virgin has 42 domestic destinations and flies to 11 countries and 15 cities worldwide. So Qantas definitely has better coverage for North America and also more flights to go all the way into Europe.
Right.
And it has the advantage of being part of the One World Alliance, so you can do connected bookings with a whole lot of other airlines. Virgin doesn't have any alliance membership, but it does have partnerships with a number of major airlines, including Singapore and Delta and Etihad. So you still do have good options there, but perhaps not quite so much going on in some parts of the world.
So it's really going to depend on if you go to a destination regularly, or you're looking for broader coverage for holidays or something like that.
Yeah, very much. If you've got places you've got to go for work, if you've got family who live somewhere, that's going to be a big determinant because you want to look at where those flights are and how regular they are. So another important kind of alliance for airlines is with credit card companies, where they offer frequent flyer credit cards that let you earn points as you're spending money, and that can be a really great way to top up your credit card totals, and both Qantas and Virgin have this kind of partnership.
Okay, and does one offer more value than the other?
There are probably more choices in terms of cards for Qantas. There's a few more of those in the market than for Virgin, but there's good value to be had with both. So it's important if you're thinking about getting one of those cards that you have to look at them and you've got to say, okay, what's the annual fee? How many points am I actually earning? What's the interest rate if I do end up having money left on your credit card? Never have money left on your credit card, always pay it off. But if you do, you want to look at those features. So you're not just comparing the airlines directly, but the kind of cards you could get from them.
Because it's all interlinked, isn't it? Really having that card's gonna help you earn more points, right?
Absolutely. So if you have chosen one of these schemes, then I would always be picking a credit card that lines up with that scheme so that I'm really getting the most value.
You can also earn points through shopping. How does that work with the different airlines and their programs?
Yeah, so they've got a couple of partnerships going on there. The big ones are with the supermarkets.
Right.
So Qantas has a partnership with Woolworths. Virgin has a partnership with Coles.
Okay.
So when you earn Woolworths Rewards points, you can turn those into Qantas Frequent Flyer points. When you earn Flybuys points, you can turn those into Velocity points. The conversion rates for both are actually exactly the same. So there's really no benefit in terms of getting more points from one or the other. It would come down to which airline you want to fly with, or maybe if you don't fly that often, it would come down to which supermarket you prefer to shop with. And it's not just supermarkets, there are other choices as well. Both airlines have partnerships with eBay, so potentially as you're shopping on eBay, you can get extra points out of that. And they'll have some individual partnerships that are different. So you can shop at BP for fuel and get Velocity points for that. You can get insurance through Qantas and get points for that. They even have an interesting one where they'll give you points while you're sleeping. So
tell me more about that.
Well, so the idea is that as part of their health insurance, and that if you're sleeping a certain amount every night, they think that's good for your health, they'll give you some points. That's not a massive amount of points. You're going to get more points out of your supermarket shopping, to be honest, but all these little things can add up. So you want to look at all the options that are available. There are a lot of options for both of those. So make sure you pick out and take advantage of everything that's in there.
And obviously you want to pick one that has the supermarket that's in your area, or the one that you've got to make sure all those ducks are in a row to get the maximum benefit.
Definitely.
And remember to sleep. I will remember to do that. So they both seem pretty even, beyond sort of Team Woolies, Team Coles, Team Virgin, Team Qantas. Should you be in both?
I think it's worth being a member of both because it doesn't cost anything. But I do think in terms of trying to actually earn points and really get something out of it, it helps to concentrate on one scheme so that you can get more points in there quickly. And that helps you set a goal to say, right, I am planning to get myself a free flight overseas. And you know what you're aiming for. And I think that's easier if you focus in and just sort of have one scheme. 15. So have another one ticking away in the background, but I would be making that choice.
So focus is the key. So it all seems a little bit same, but different, or maybe not different. Is there a clear winner between the two?
It's very, very close because it's a very competitive market and they keep matching each other.
Right.
Qantas does have an edge in the number of destinations it flies to through its network, and it probably has a few more card choices on the market.
Right.
So maybe that tips it for some people, but ultimately they're both strong and competitive, and I think if you commit to either of them, you can really reap the benefits of the points.
So there are the differences or the not so differences between the programs. Really what it comes down to is choosing a card. We've got reviews on cards that are available with both schemes in our credit card roundup, which is in the link in the description. But also I want to know what you think. Leave a comment, let us know which card you use and how you're using it to get those all elusive points.